Before I start talking about the report for the weekend, I want to mention that the Suffolk Marine Anglers Striped Bass Tournament is coming up for June 2nd on a Sunday. On that previous Thursday, May 30th, 7:30 at Miller's Ale House in Deer Park will be the captain's meeting. This is going to be a great tournament. Last year we raised over $7,000 for hospice and gave out somewhere in the neighborhood of $10,000 in prize money. So make a point of getting down to the captain's meeting and sign up for this tournament. It's going to be excellent. Weather-wise, let's see. 2 weeks ago I blew the report. Last week I was pretty much on. This week the word is Friday and Saturday are going to be very poor days. A lot of wind, thunderstorms. Friday, Saturday going to blow north up to 30. So, you know, maybe it's doable for somebody, but it's not going to be nice. Heavy winds into Sunday. Sunday afternoon diminishing to 10 to 15. So Sunday afternoon looks good, and Monday looks like it's going to be a great day. 10 to 15 diminishing to 5 to 10, and seas 2 to 3 even diminishing. So Sunday, Monday, I would count on fishing. Friday, Saturday, that's a tough one. So the fishing scene. Yesterday, which would have been the 22nd, the first big bass were caught around Fire Island Inlet. Not inside, in the ocean, probably on bunker pods, but fish in the 40-pound range and 30s and smaller, but, you know, legitimate big bass. So when you can get out in the ocean, I would say that would be the number one bet for the bass. I fished around inside. Typically there's a bunch of fish, but they're typically small, but that could change. 2 days from now, those big fish could be inside and you could have a good time with them on the inside and not have to venture out in the ocean, which I will tell you this, with that new cut-through demo, when it's ebbing tide, even if you have a little bit of a lump on the ocean, the inlet is horrible. So if I were you, I would consider going over the West Bar, pick a nice day where you can pick a path through there, mark it, and probably that's better than using the main inlet. It's very, very bad. Also, don't forget, you got to pass the 6-cam by 200 yards before you turn into the marked inlet. Very important. Going on, fluke fishing is pretty poor. It's so poor that the capture boats are going down the State Channel and fishing down by Jones Inlet somewhere. So that's pretty bad. So, you know, there are a few around. I fished the State Channel. I caught a couple of keepers, but it's on the slow side. We got to wait for some fish to show up. That's all there is to it. This will be like the last week coming up of flounder fishing, and that's doing pretty good. A load of blowfish. I mean, I was trying to jig fluke, and the blowfish were chewing up my gulp. I actually caught blowfish on a circle hook. All right, they were so desperately chasing the gulp and eating it. So if you go out there with a can of chum, probably you're going to catch some flounder and, you know, a bunch of blowfish as well. Got a report of a 50-pound tilefish caught Hudson Canyon. So for those of you who might make it out there, maybe Monday might be a good day. Maybe there's no tuna, but the tile fishing obviously is pretty good. Kingfish showed up. I know a couple of the baymen are potting them up in the bay. A lot of kingfish, and again, if you catch some of those, they're great bass baits as well. And and weak fish at Ocean Beach. I think it seems like the incoming tide is best. The beginning, you know, the incoming tide, definitely best, and a couple of good fluke caught down there at Ocean Beach as well, and a few weak fish caught in West Channel. So there's a lot of stuff around. I would say the bottom of the barrel is the fluke fishing around here, so I would target something else. I would target weak fish or striped bass, catching a lot of fish, a lot of striped bass on clam chum around the bridge and so forth. So I think that's the best bet for the weekend. So looks like Sunday, Monday going to be great. Get out there, have a great time, enjoy the Memorial Day weekend, be safe, and have fun.